You might think a man in my position's got it made, that conquering a kingdom is a breeze. That only shows you're unacquainted with the trials of my trade, for the evil life is never filled with ease. Perhaps you think it's simple to be villainous and vile, that one never has to hone one's bite or bark. In truth, I take great pains to get my ill-begotten gains. To be sinister is no stock in the park. It's hard to be evil, it's tough to be mean. You don't simply take a tonic and the next day be demonic. It's a never-ending fight, it's a round-the-clock regime. It's work to be wicked or to make one person sad. To disrupt the common wheel can be so very difficile, and there's precious little guidance to be had. It's really rather tricky to be bad. Have you ever tried to detonate a train? Well, have you? It's not as straight and easy as the stories make it sound. You've got to lay explosives over every inch of ground and read the schedule right, or you'll just waste dynamite. Have you ever tried to break into a bank? Didn't think so. If you think it's simply done, then you're in for quite a shock. You've got to bribe the guard and spend an hour with the lock, and good luck avoiding harm if someone sets off the alarm. It's hard to be evil, it's tough to be mean. You can't simply read a book and cultivate a threatening look. You'll be tired and afraid, it's as bad as second grade. It's work to be wicked, complex to be a cad. You'll have to learn to work a flog, lest you just be a jerk in progress, and an untrained anti-hero simply sad. It's really quite exhausting to be bad. Have you ever tried to kidnap someone famous? Well, the process will add 10 years to your age. You have to rent a lair and buy a freshener for the cage. And it really gets my goat when I misspell a ransom note. And koalas, don't get me started. These Aussies are just constant aggravation. For one thing, they're a giant pain to get past immigration. And how I wish they'd shipped us some supplies of eucalyptus. It's hard to be evil, it's fatiguing to be foul. You can't just simply grab a mask and some melodramatic cowl. You must cause calamity, or at least a woe's me. It's work to be wicked, it's enough to drive you mad. You think your job is hard, you're never running from the gods. And if you've never seen a dungeon, then be glad. It's very, very tricky to be bad.
It's hard to be evil.
Ever tried stealing candy from a baby? They bite! How can I set forest fires when tinder is so expensive? You try wearing black all the time. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. All the good slogans are gone. It's very, 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 very tricky to be bad. But it does pay rather nicely.